Most entrepreneurs I work with, or maybe you, don't know that you can actually increase productivity with training. And in this video, I'll tell you exactly what type of trainings, how many hours do you need to spend weekly, and how many results can you get from training alone. If you don't know me, my name is Rodrigo and I run Calibrate Health, a private health consulting business for world-class entrepreneurs. And when I talk about training, most of them say that they don't have time for it, they don't need to train, that weightlifting is already too much, cardio is just for losing weight, or even cardio is boring. I get it. Cardio is actually boring. So I will show you my strategies and how you can implement training, not only weightlifting, but also aerobic training to be able to increase productivity, energy, focus, and actually start feeling better every single day. Most people, when trying to start training, they train with no goal. You might train in the past or you train right now and you just go to the gym or you just go training without any goal in mind. You just do any exercises and that's it. Or you even train too much. You might don't have progressive overload when you train, which is essential for you to get benefits and to get results. And you might be doing a big caloric restriction that is making you unable to recover, unable to feel better, and unable to actually get the benefits. And finally, if you don't train at all or you are super inconsistent with it, I'll tell you in this video how you should structure your training week by week. Now, before I tell you what type of exercises and how many to do each week and how to structure it, I need to tell you that first you need to do these 3 tests. Why? Because blood work will tell you that if you have any deficiencies, for example, mineral or vitamin deficiencies, if you have deeper health problems like low testosterone, and that will tell exactly if your problem is training or these health problems. Because if you have a lot of inflammation in your body and you can't recover, there's no way that training will help you. Then you need to also do a VO2 max. This test will essentially test your capacity. How well can you deliver oxygen to the organs, to the muscles, and your cardio capacity. And this will tell you if you are good to go to start doing more intense cardio or more intense training, or you need to go a little bit slower in these cardiovascular exercises. And the last one is body composition. You can assess your composition via DEXA scan or even MRI. These are the 2 golden standards, and you will see how many fat you have in your body, how much muscle you have, and if you have a lot of visceral fat or not. This is essential to determine goals, if you need to be in a caloric surplus, if you need to be in a caloric restriction, and then start assessing if you need to do more cardio just to burn a little bit more visceral fat, if you need to grow more muscle and do less cardio, all of that. You need to determine these 3 factors because these will tell you exactly what is your genetics, what situation are you in right now about your health, and what to actually structure the training protocol that I will show you now. So the protocol is separated in 3 variables. The first variable is muscle. You need to train your muscles, to give stimulus to your muscles at least 3 to 5 times weekly. But you don't need to spend hours in the gym. You just need 45 to 60 minutes of moderate to intense weightlifting exercise. These will build muscle or maintain your muscle if you are in a caloric deficit, which is crucial. And will also prevent sarcopenia, which happens when you get older. For example, when you are around 40 plus years old, you start having sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is basically when your body reduces the muscle mass to survive. So you need to prevent this because as you know, muscle is crucial for longevity. Per muscle and per week, you need to do around 3 to 10 sets. For example, chest. It is a big muscle, so you need around 7 to 10 sets per week. And then you can adjust based on your weak points, based on what you want to grow more or not. For example, if you want to grow your biceps, you can do 7 to 10 sets per week of biceps. If you already have a developed back, you can only do 3 to 5 sets per week. You name it. You need to structure your workout based on what you want to grow or maintain. And then the golden rule is to go to failure in every single work set. Not warm up, of course. You need to first warm up, and then the work set, the actual set that you'll do after, needs to be always to failure. And ideally, you need to do partial sets. So when you can't do the full ROM, range of motion, you need to do only the partial sets. For example, if I'm doing chest right now, I do the full ROM, and if I can no longer do the full range of motion, I will just do partial reps until I can't even lift an inch. Simple as that. Now let's talk about zone 2 cardio. This is the cardio that you are around 120 to 140 ppms, and ideally you need to get 4 to 6 times per week. And you might think that this is a lot, but actually steps count as zone 2 cardio, because if you go for a walk and you have a slightly more fast pace, you will reach this zone 2 cardio. So that is essential. And ideally 8 to 10,000 steps per day is fine. And zone 2 cardio will improve all your heart and cardiovascular health. It will also increase HRV, which is crucial for resilience, for stamina and more energy as well. It will also reduce slightly your RHR, resting heart rate, which is essential for recovery and to sleep better. And ideally 45 to 60 minutes each time. Now let's talk about intense workouts. This is where you need to be a little bit more careful, because it depends in your health baseline. Remember when I talked about the body composition, the VO2 max and also the blood work? Now you need to assess these tests and see, because if you do these intense workouts with a lot of inflammation in your body, with health problems and, for example, cholesterol or liver function problems, you can't do these intense workouts because it will impair your recovery. So you need to first assess your health baseline. But if you are good to go, you are fine and healthy, you can do around 1 to 3 times per week. And this will of course be way more demanding, because here we will target zone 3 to 5 heart rate. These are the zones that you will be super intense, you will be out of breath every time. And it can be shorter times than this, but I'm telling you, for 45 to 90 minutes or even 120 minutes, because these intense workouts are not to be doing in cardio machines. You won't be able to run and be in these zone 3 to 5 heart rate zones consistently. It will be boring, you will hate it, and you will just do one time and just forget about it. So the best way to actually do these intense workouts is to do sports that will demand your body. For example, the one that I like the most, paddle. Paddle is a great sport for this, because you will have short intervals of zone 3 to 5 cardio where you will be out of breath and will try maybe to catch a ball or to run back, etc. And you will also be able to rest sometimes, some minutes, to recover your breath and then go again. It's like a HIIT, but in a more moderate way. And that is why I'm telling you that 90 to 120 minutes is ideally. But actually you'll be in this zone 3 to 5 for around 10 to 30 minutes maximum. because the other times will be in a zone 2, zone 3 cardio. And this intense training will increase HRV even more, will decrease also our HR, which is essential for recovery, to increase energy, etc. You will learn how to get better oxygen production and delivery, but you will also need way more recovery. So if you don't sleep enough, if you are sleep deprived a lot of times, and you just have an inconsistent sleep, you can't do these workouts consistently. You first need to, again, fix your health foundations like sleep duration. You need to be around 8 to 9 hours, sleep quality, stress management, nutrition. All these health basics needs to be fixed before trying to do these intense workouts, because if you don't have these health basics in place, there's no way that you will be able to play these sports or do these intense workouts without you feeling destroyed and wrecked the next day, because you don't have the health basics. So these are the three categories. And how many hours do you need to be on average from these three? It needs to be around 6 hours of training per week. This is in total, not each one, in total. So for example, you can do, for example, 2 hours of this, you can do 3 hours of zone cardio, and then 1 hour of intense workouts per week. You can then also do like 4 hours of weightlifting, and then 1 hour of zone 2 cardio and 1 hour of intense workouts, you name it. This is for you to decide, but for weightlifting, please be more than 2 hours per week, because it's essential for muscle growth and maintenance, and you are good to go. If you need a more personalized help for your health, I run a one-to-one coaching program. You can apply in the first link in the description. Book a call with me and let's see if you are a great fit for our program or not. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more.